I've been a passionate vinyl junkie for the last 39 years. The whole period of going to the record shop and playing with the vinyl was such an important part in my life. I missed my, beloved records so much. I wanted to go back to the tunes. I wanted to go back to the records. I wanted to put my hands on, on the wax and mix it again. I've been looking over the years at how to produce and how to make records just because I just love it so much and I'm so passionate about this. Well, Cut2Vinyl, yeah, came around with just thinking about, the long life passion for vinyl, missing vinyl, not having vinyls around. Where are the shops? Where are the places? I miss going into the shops. It's every Friday, Saturday, Thursday, meet all your, going, I went to places like, London, vinyl junkies, Black Market, Soul Jazz Records. Oh, fantastic, such a great time. So I can record your production onto vinyl for a short off run if you are in the studio as a beginner, for example, or you don't know, is your vinyl, does it gonna go on the market, do I gonna have a buyer, can I sell it? Because, I can produce 10 for you, I can produce 3 for you, I can produce 25 for you. Yeah. I don't really like to produce 100 because it's all cut in real time. And it's not really into mass production, it's more like a very limited deluxe special edition for the individual artist, producer, record label. Well, how this came about, I came here to Hungary the springtime and moved here to this country and been thinking what I'm going to do. And I thought, oh yeah, let's do this vinyl cutting bar. I didn't want to do this on my own. I wanted to work with some people together. I always thought you're much stronger, more successful if you work in a team, in a collective, and it's exactly what's happening. So one of my old friends, Adam Lindley, I've been talking to him, saying, maybe I want to do something with you, and he said, we could maybe do something. And then so I said, Adam, look, I've got this now here. What do you think? Do you want to come in as well? Because I really would like to do this together with you. And this is how it came together. Well, the cutter originally is built by a guy called Suri from Germany. And I think he's actually the only one in the whole world who is building a machine like that. So I went over to see him in Germany, and I've been basically learning from him how to cut the records, how to set up the system and how to balance, how to calibrate the system. It's pretty straightforward, like you would record anything, onto another platform. For example, you would like to record a song which I receive from the artist either mastered or unmastered. It has to be mastered for vinyl and not for CD. It's quite different for the cutting process, a vinyl master and a CD master. In general, if you don't know about vinyl mastering, send me the unmastered track. We're gonna send it out to our mastering studio in London. Gabi is sitting in this great, fantastic mastering studio, and he's mastering the track for you. And we're gonna put down the master track on vinyl. Now, if you do know how to master tracks for vinyl, be free, send us the master track for vinyl. And you also can send us another mastered track, maybe for CD. But we have to probably turn it down a little bit because it's full of limiters, and the mastering for vinyl is slightly different because a bit like a bow, while for CD is a bit like that. So we have to turn it a little bit on. But I've got machines and components to manipulate
the recordings so as they can bring it then onto vinyl. It's not quite as loud, but it's still very good.
Well, the feedback and the demand for vinyl is tremendous, I have to say. It's much greater than I ever even expected. We don't really do like large quantities of 200-300. Yeah, it's just because it's too expensive. Also, you would, if you want to have a quantity like that, you would rather go for a press. But if you're looking for a very limited edition, maybe for like 25, 30, 50, yeah, that's what we're talking about. So I see it actually as a very bright future. And it's a great possibility we expand into maybe a larger record producing company. But for now, we start with that and we start cutting and we build the trust. I'm working with a few well-respected artists within the EDM music scene, also techno, in house music, in trance. I'm open for other things as well, so it's not just about that. But because I've been in this kind of field for the last 30 years mostly, so this is where my contacts are as well. And yes, and I work with cutting a record for Hydraulics. Dave the drummer is running Hydraulics label, his label, so we're going to do one for him, and it's really fantastic. And thank you for giving me the trust, Dave. Really appreciate. I'm also working together with Festival Nomad from South America, who are organizing in different places around the festivals. And they are more specialized in cumbia, which is absolutely amazing music style coming out of South America. Basically original, traditional South American music mixed up with electronic beats. And there we have Nicola Cruz, Matanza. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm just getting goosebumps when I listen to this music, so I'm really, really loving it as well, so I'm really happy with this. So then also we have a bit in the psychedelic trance scene. I'm working with Champa together from Interact Records. We're going to make a little picture disc vinyl for him, and very excited to work together with him because he's a well-respected artist in the scene. I'm also cutting a record for my friend Sasha, aka Silesibian, and from Croatia. He lives in Zagreb. He's a really good producer as well. Super cool type. I really love him, with his very easygoing way of being. We just became a partner as well with We Love Hard House. And We Love Hard House Rue, fantastic as well, featuring us on their studio and want us to cut their records for their studio productions. So we Love Hard House Studios with Frank Farrell, where you can book studio time and you go in and he's basically helping you to produce the song, and then you can put this on vinyl. We're also sponsoring the competition from We Love Hard House Studios with a record cut directly for the winner. And it's absolutely fantastic. And also with Andy Farley, as he is like a fantastic DJ and a vinyl junkie. I think he's got like loads of records. So this is really good, So working with good artists together and producing a good record for them and basically bring it to them and make them happy. Some good vinyl.